Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am drawing a piece that I decided to call, as horribly punny as the title is, the Orquarium. If that pun doesn't make any sense to you at all, the killer whale, which you will recognize here as the overall bigger outline, whatever you want to call it, shape. A lot of people know this as the killer whale. The more correct name is the orca, and some cultures also call it the blackfish. Anyway, not sure when I'm actually going to be releasing this video, because there are some others I want to get out first, but I did this piece in late July, after I got back from visiting family, and definitely done before the Draw This in Your Style video that I know I will be putting out first. I'm recording the audio on the same day, so I know at least that one is going out first. Anyway, what I'm going to talk about today while you watch me do this piece, I did this piece in mostly Derwent and Faber-Castell pencils. Derwent I used Inktense, and then I went over some of the colors, just brought them out, accentuated them, added shading, whatnot, with Faber-Castell Polychromos. For both of these, I only have the starter 12 sets, so like, I enjoy them both. I really wish I had more colors in both, and that leads me into my rambling topic, my love-hate relationship with art stores. Small art stores, not like Michael's, but you know, the little local art stores in your town. Sometimes they're also galleries, sometimes they're also drafting, surveying stores, sometimes all of the above, such as the non-Michael's art store in my area. And while I was in BC, I went to an art store that I used to go to a lot when I lived there, and then 2 weeks after, when I got home, my brother-in-law's girlfriend was having her vacation week from work, so we spent a lot of time together during the daytime. We went down to the non-Michael's small local art store because neither of us had been there before. So yeah, I have very recently been in 2 art stores, and I love browsing them, just like I love browsing bookstores. And I can't go in one without buying anything, and I think if you're watching this, you're probably the same. If not in an art store, in some sort of store, right? But here's my pet peeve with these places. They never have something that you're looking for. Like, you'll always find something there, and you might even find the, like, one all-important top of your list thing. But then there's that other thing that, while I'm here, I may as well check for, and they don't have it. Like, the one I was at in BC, it's a small local store, but it's a chain. There's 5 or 6 of them. And I know that the bigger ones, had we actually gone to Vancouver, probably would have had the things I was looking for. And like, I didn't go there with any particular intent. My sister and I were just browsing, but then I bought stuff. And I was curious about their selection of alcohol markers, because that's a difficult thing to find out here in Newfoundland, not in a large set. And they had Prismacolor alcohol markers with the bullet nib, which I wasn't looking for. They had Copics behind the counter where you couldn't even get close enough to tell what colors you were looking at. And those were open stock, but like Copic, it's the most expensive of the expensive markers. And then in this tiny little display case, along with the large sets of Polychromos and Inktense and whatnot, they had a couple little sets of Spectra Ad. And like there was no open stock of alcohol markers other than the Copics, except for the store brand brush markers only in black. And like, come on guys, where are your other brands? Like, you sell Winsor & Newton paints, where are your Winsor & Newton markers? Like, where are all the other wonderful marker brands? And your store brand black markers? Heck, these look just like the Ohuhu markers and the fine color markers and the Touch Twin, Touch 5, Touch New, those markers. Like, they are cheap, made in China markers. Why don't you have more than just black? And then when we got back to Newfoundland, we're in the other store. I'm looking around, and they did have Winsor & Newton markers, but they had never heard of the brush markers. They only had the bullet tips. And like, they've clearly not ordered them very recently because their open stock were still branded Letraset, which, like, Winsor & Newton bought them out. They don't come as Letraset anymore. And they had Derwent watercolor pencils open stock, and they had Derwent Inktense pencils in sets, but they didn't have Derwent Inktense open stock. Well, what if I want just like 2 more colors? So yeah, I love browsing at art stores, and I always come up with something. And that particular store here locally, it is also a gallery, so it's just, I could spend hours there looking around. I did 2 or 3 loops around the store before I finally went to the register and bought my couple of items. But yeah, I really wish these little local art stores that I love to be in and love to support so much had like Michael's level selection of stock. Like, not even that they have that much inventory, because obviously they're smaller businesses, but just like get on the internet and research what's out there and order the right things. Am I crazy? I don't know. Anyway, video is almost over, so I will link my website, my Redbubble store, my social media, all of that down below. If you would like to share your art with me, go ahead and tag me, PM me, whatever. If you'd like to buy one of my designs, go check out my Redbubble shop. I've got prints, I've got t-shirts, I've got all sorts of merchandise. If you've seen something in one of my videos and I haven't put it on merchandise, you really want to buy it, let me know. I can fix that. Anyway, have a good day. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.